Sweet strawberries, sweeter than the roses.
Hello, sparrows. How are you today? Thank you for coming back into the nest with me. And strawberry jam, because my lovely niece Lily has asked me to dress as a strawberry. What is it with you all and fruit? I am going to be a fruitcake. Nutty as a fruitcake. Okay, so I've been a banana, a pineapple, and now I'm going to be a strawberry. I will give it my best pippy shot. Let's put our friend strawberry jam, yummy strawberry jam over here. Underneath our magnet man friend, our free wish, our beautiful bird, our light shining down and from out and within, and laser duck. Strawberry. Okay, so I walked around the house thinking, what is inspiring me with strawberries? So this little red shirt, one of my favorite little red shirts, and I thought I'll be an upside down strawberry, because balancing plants on your head is a little challenging. And I would like to thank Nana Mary in England, who sent me a photograph of herself wearing daffodils on her head while she sang in her Zoom choir this week. Yes, plants on your head, people. That's where it's at. Pandemic plants on your head. Little ribbon, little balance, away you go. So then I thought upside down, so I need green for the leaves. So red on the top, green on the bottom. So I have my la 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 la. I have my giant green tutu here, which I'm going to pull up like this. Now this tutu I've worn in lots of costumes. Some of you may recognize it. Also, I wore it once at least in a football game, because I am a terrible football player. I do not understand the rules. So I wore this tutu, and then when the ball came towards me, I could quickly crouch down over the ball like a chicken and hide the ball, and then no one could see where the ball was, including me, and then I could figure out where I had to kick it next. You can imagine I was not asked to play in the team ever again, which was good, because I'm a terrible football player. So there we are. If you don't know how to play football, get a giant tutu, crouch down. Okay, so here's my hat. All right, how's it looking? So the red on the top, green on the bottom. Earrings next. So today, on my spirit walk with Django Shadowhound, I was by the water, and I decided to lay on a log and just look at the sky and just be still with nature. And Django Shadowhound, he was off looking for ducks, because that's what he likes to do. All of a sudden, as I was laying there quietly, I heard this strange sound, this and then I heard a sound like a giant frog, like a giant, deep, croaking, flying frog, I thought. Even Django stopped and was looking up, and then swooping right over the top of me on the log, and Django over here, a giant blue heron. A giant blue heron swooped over, because we were being so quiet it didn't hear us. And it landed in the tree nearby, just stood there, balancing on its long legs. Now, when a heron flies, it brings its long neck right into its body, so it has a different silhouette. It leaves its long legs trailing behind. And when it's standing, camouflaged in the tree, you can't see it until it turns its head sideways, because then you see the flash of the long orange beak. So it's like flash, flash. It was so beautiful. Usually they gather in colonies called heronries. Did you know that? They live in heronries. That's a great word. Heronry. Oh yes. Join me in my heronry for tea. So that was my magical moment in nature today that I wanted to share with you. It was a beautiful heron moment. So, how am I looking? Okay, here we go. Strawberry, strawberry, strawberry. Thank you, Lily, 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 Lily. So, I had this old sock. One, I lost the other one a long time ago, and it has a giant hole in the bottom, but I really love stripes, so I've kept it. So then I thought strawberries need stripy things on their arms for some reason, so I cut the bottom off, chomp, chomp, chomp. There goes the hole, and now instant arm warmer. There you are. So if you want arm warmers and you have socks with a hole in, you just chop it off. Make sure you ask somebody. Don't be chopping off the feet of anybody's socks. And then you have Okay, next we have a one green glove, because why wear two when you can wear one? And we have this, I think, is from another costume. Oh dear, we have a dangly bit. Why is this? This is wet. I know what I did. I accidentally threw it into the dog's water bowl, which is beside my dressing up trunk. So I have a bit of a soggy tutu. Let's put that bit over there. Dear me. Okay, some bangles. Oh, reading glasses. All right. Got to be able to see. Ooh, not if you poke yourself in the eye, you won't. All right, there we go. Oh, marvelous. All right, there we go. Can't really see when I'm doing this because I'm just looking at the camera. Okay, strawberry inspired episode of Pippi. So, are you sitting comfortably? Do you have your tea? I have my tea. Okay, let's have our storytelling wish. We'll have to put it up there because look, I'm not gonna fit that. Oh dear. Okay, there we go. Oh, nice. Because it won't fit over the hat. Should have put that on first. All right, let's blow our wishes. Wishes for all the people telling stories in their nests around the whole world. Telling stories is very important for people to share what's happening. Some daydream wishes. Did you have time to rest and daydream today? And it's a flying spell. So we can fly into the pages of our book. And I think that's everything. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm excited. What will Pippi get up to? Okay. Pippi goes to school, it says, which is a shocker. It's a shocker because she told the policeman, no, she was not going to go. But I wonder what happened. Let's find out. So, of course, Tommy and Annika went to school. Every morning at 8 o'clock, they trotted off hand in hand, swinging their school bags. And at that time, Pippi was usually grooming her horse, her porch horse, or dressing Mr. Nielsen in his little suit that he so loved to wear. Or else she was taking her morning exercises, Oh, I wondered what those are. Which meant doing 43 somersaults in a row. 43 somersaults in a row. Golly, that Pippi. Then she would sit down on the kitchen table and, utterly happy, she would drink a very large cup of coffee and eat a piece of bread and cheese. And Tommy and Annika so longingly wished that Pippi would go to school with them. So they decided that they were going to try to persuade Pippi to go to school with them. What do you think? Let's see. Well, said Tommy artfully, you can't imagine what a nice teacher we have, Pippi. And Annika said, well, if only you knew what fun it was at our school, Pippi, you would want to come with us. And Pippi was sitting on a stool, bathing her feet in a tub, and she said nothing at all, but just wiggled her toes and splashed the water around. And then Tommy said, well, you don't have to stay very long, just until 2 o'clock. So Pippi was thinking and thinking and thinking, and then she chewed on her big toe. She chewed on her big toe while she was thinking, and then she said, tomorrow morning, I will begin school. Tommy and Annika clapped their hands with delight. Hooray! 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 We'll wait for you outside our gate at 8 o'clock. Oh, no, said Pippi. 8 o'clock is far too early. I will go to school at 10 o'clock, and I will see you there. So Tommy and Annika went home, and the very next day they went to school, and then what do you think happened at 10 o'clock? At exactly 10 o'clock. The very next day, Pippi lifted her horse off the porch, her porch horse, and a little later in town, all the people ran to their windows to see what a clatter and a clopper was happening in the street when they saw a horse galloping by with Pippi on the back. And this is to say, they thought the horse was running away with a child on its back. And they hollered out, somebody catch that horse! The horse is running away with a child on its back. And Pippi said, don't you worry about me. I'll always come out on top. I'm going to school. And away she galloped into the schoolyard. She jumped off the horse, tied him to a tree, and burst into the schoolroom with such a noise and a clatter that Tommy and Annika and all the children in the class jumped right out of their seats. Hi there, said Pippi, waving her big hat. Did I get here in time for the puffication tables? Tommy and Annika had told their teacher that a new girl named Pippi Longstocking was coming, and the teacher had already heard a great deal about Pippi in the town. And she was very pleased to see her. And she decided to do all she could to help Pippi feel welcome at school. Pippi threw herself down on a bench without having been invited to do so, and paid the teacher no attention whatsoever. But the teacher did not give up and said in a very friendly voice, welcome to school, Pippi. I hope you will enjoy yourself here and learn a great deal. Well, said Pippi, yes, thank you, and I hope I'll get some Christmas vacation. That's the only reason I've come to school, is so that I can have a Christmas vacation. Said the teacher. Well, if you would please tell me your whole name for the register, then we can begin. Pippi got herself all straight on the bench, and she said in a very proper fashion, "My name is Pippilotta Delicatessa Window Shade Macromint Ephraim's daughter Longstocking, daughter of Captain Ephraim Longstocking, formerly the terror of the sea, now a cannibal king." And Pippi really is only a nickname because Papa thought that Pippilotta was too long to say. Indeed, said the teacher. Well, then we shall call you Pippi. But now, suppose we test you a little to see what you know. No doubt you know a great deal already. So let us begin with arithmetic. Can you tell me what is 7 and 5? Pippi, astonished and dismayed, looked at her and said, "Well, if you don't know that yourself, you needn't think that I can tell you, because you're the teacher." All the children stared in horror at Pippi, and the teacher explained that one couldn't simply answer teacher like that a student had to try to work out the question and tell the answer to the teacher. "I beg your pardon," said Pippi. "I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I won't do it again." So the teacher said, "All right then. And now I will tell you the answer, that 7 and 5 are 12. "See that?" said Pippi. "You knew it all along. Why were you asking me if you knew the answer already?" The teacher decided to act as if nothing unusual were happening and went on with her examination. "Well now, Pippi, how much do you think 8 and 4 are?" "About 67, haphazarded Pippi. "Well, no," said the teacher. 8 and 4 are 12. "Oh, well now, really, teacher," said Pippi, "that is carrying things too far. You just said that 7 and 5 are 12. And now that you're saying that 8 and 4 are 12, well, there should be some rhyme and reason to things, even in school. That's far too confusing. And furthermore, if you are so interested in all of this foolishness, then maybe you should sit in the corner and do a lot of arithmetic and learn it so that we can all go and play tag." The teacher decided there was no point in trying to teach Pippi any more arithmetic. So she began to ask the other children the arithmetic questions. "Okay, Tommy, you answer this one," she asked. "If Lisa has 7 apples and Axel has 9 apples, how many apples do they have?" Said Pippi. Excuse me. Yes, Tommy, you tell the teacher, and you can tell me too, that, if Lisa eats that many apples and gets a stomachache, and Axel eats even more apples, he's going to get an even bigger stomachache. And then really the question is, whose fault is it they ate so many apples? And where did they get the apples in the first place? The teacher tried very hard to pretend that she hadn't heard Pippi in all of her theatrics and turned to Annika and said, "Now, Annika, here's an example for you. Gustav was with his schoolmates on a picnic. He had a quarter when he started out and 7 cents when he got home. How much did he spend?" Interrupted Pippi. Well, excuse me, Annika, I also want to know, why he spent so much money in such a short time going on a picnic, and maybe did he buy some fizzy pop? And did he wash his ears properly before he left home? Said Pippi. Everyone looked at Pippi wide-eyed and open-mouthed. And the teacher decided to give up on arithmetic. She thought maybe Pippi would prefer to learn to read. So she took out a pretty little card with the picture of an ibex on it. And in front of the ibex, an ibex is a type of deer. In front of the ibex's nose was the letter I, the dot. "Now, Pippi," she said, "you'll see something jolly here. You'll see there is an ibex, and the letter in front of the ibex is called I." "Well, that I'll never believe," said Pippi. "I think that looks exactly like a straight line and a little fly speck over it. But I'd really like to know, what has the ibex got to do with fly speck?" said Pippi. Everyone in the class was silent, and the teacher's eyebrows shot up to her hairline. And then she thought for a lot and said, "Drawing. Let's all do drawing, children." So she took out paper and pencils and passed them to the children. "Now, you may draw whatever you wish," the teacher said. And she sat down at her desk and began to correct homework. In a little while, she looked up to see how the drawing was going. All the children were at their desks drawing and staring over at Pippi. And where do you think Pippi was? Do you think that she was at her desk drawing? No, you're right, she's not. Pippi lay flat on the floor, drawing onto the floor with chalk. A big, giant chalk drawing on the floor. "But Pippi," said the teacher,